So for individuals who are in the early stages, you might want to increase the intensity of this workout by also adding a stability cushion that looks like this. Purchase one on Amazon. What this will do is this will increase the work in your abdominal wall. And so if you're in the early stages, you'll probably be fine to do this. And this is just a way to make sure you're also engaging the internal obliques, the TVA, the deepest layer of your core. But what I will say is when you put this stability disc on a chair, make sure your feet aren't dangling in the air. So for me, in this chair, I would need to put 2 yoga blocks under my feet. And I would have to do that for all exercises so that my feet are not hovering and I have that stability. Remember, your thighs, when you're seated, shouldn't be above the bony protrusions of your hips. They should be slightly below. And you want your ankles tracking under your knees and your feet solidly planted, perfectly parallel. Add this disc for any of the levels if you see fit. Grab your purple loop band. We're going to be doing some footwork. If this band feels too heavy, you can always go back to the blue loop band in the YouniquelyFit kit. We're going to sit cross-legged, bringing the band around our metatarsals for inversion footwork, working those medial intrinsic muscles of the feet to combat subtle supination that we see with flat back posture. So as you're working, the foot's going to go in, 2, 3, and then it's going to go back to parallel, 2, 3. And when I say in, I mean in towards the center line of the body. So you want that band around the bone of the big toe so that from the ankle joint you can move the foot. Make sure you're not gripping in the thigh, pulling on the knee, or at the front of the hip, the groin area, hip flexor. Those muscles do not need to work. This is ankle mobility, and this is your little intrinsic muscles of your feet that we're trying to fire for proprioception and balance. So keep going here. Use that breath. Another 10 seconds, sitting up nice and tall on your inhales, pulling your inner thighs back on your exhales to feel those sits bones grounding you into the chair. And let's go ahead and switch the band on the metatarsals to work the other side. Sitting cross-legged, if you have a friend or family member handy, they can hold the band for you, coming down to their knees if sitting cross-legged is not easy for you, and you can do it with your legs just down. So a couple different options. But this is a way to do it on your own time. Keep going. This is one where I see people slouch a lot because they're focusing on the foot, they're looking down, but you don't need to look down. Your foot knows how to pull in and go back to parallel. It's a very simple movement, but it's what's driving that movement. It's where you're driving from. So don't squeeze the quadricep, that's the front of the thigh, or the groin, the hip flexor area. Don't turn your knee. The movement is from the ankle joint. Finish up the one you're on, and then we can take that band off. And we're going to grab our black Theraband. That's the black Theraband in the YouniquelyFit kit. Now, if you feel the front of the shoulder, this is quite a progression. Go back to the blue band. I find that this is one of the hardest progressions for level 5. So with the black band, we'll stand on the end of it with the excess medially in a staggered stance. You can start with it in your dominant arm just because it'll be stronger and more able to do this exercise. So as we begin, let's actually come to the wall just to stretch the front of the shoulder, just in case your shoulders are tight since this band is so heavy. So bring your arm to a T, twist away from that arm, hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, float the arm up a little higher towards a V. Exhale 2, keep a micro bend in the elbow. Inhale 3. And exhale 3. Let's switch sides. Just opening it up so that we don't run the risk of pulling anything since that black band is so heavy. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1 on the other side. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3 from here. Now we'll stand on the end of that black band, holding the excess, wrapping around the knuckles with the thumb on the outside with our dominant arm. Staggered stance. Inhale, we shift the weight solely to the front leg as we take the arm up into that V. And exhale, we shift back to 2 legs as we lower the arm down. So within 1 to 2 reps, you're going to know if this band is too heavy and you're feeling the front of the shoulder. Go back to the blue band. As I said, this is one of the harder progressions. Keep going. Keep breathing. So it should take about 4 to 6 to even 8 counts to get that arm up to move slow enough to not aggravate the shoulder. You want to work from your upper back, which is why I keep emphasizing neutral pelvis, back ribs reaching for the imaginary hands on your shoulder blades. This will get you into your back body. This will get you recruiting that area versus the front of the shoulder that's overactive and pulling you into that forward lean. Okay, one more on this side. And then I'd like you to switch sides. So the weight shift is also a really good thing to work on with Parkinson's because of the shuffling of the feet and the tendency towards falling forward. So getting used to being upright. Watch out for the torso pitching as you shift forward. You can keep your torso lifted and balance on one leg. Make sure the leg you're balancing on the knee is soft. You should have begun on the second side after you've wrapped around the knuckles with the thumb on the outside. And perhaps your non-dominant arm is quite weaker and you do need to go down to the blue band on this side. Please listen to your body. Be where you are today. Shoulders plugged down, chin lifted, gaze soft. Always reminding yourself, especially when we're doing arm work that goes above the head, of the back helping, the back doing the work. The back ribs reaching for those imaginary hands on the shoulder blades. The shoulders plugging down, the chin staying lifted, the gaze staying higher than eye level. All of these things will serve you for better alignment, posture, and recruitment of the muscles we're targeting. Keep breathing. Okay, we're going to let that go. Set that heavy band to the side and pick up your yellow Theraband, your lightest band. And I want you to bring the purple loop band around your ankles. The purple loop band around the ankles, and we're going to throw the yellow Theraband around the center of the back, taking it under the armpits, wrapping it around our knuckles with the thumbs on the outside, palms facing up. Should look like this. Now, we're going to move side to side in the frontal plane to balance. Now, I don't have Parkinson's flat back, so I'm taking the band off, but you please keep the loop band on for that extra resistance. If it is too much, you can go down to level 4's blue loop band. Okay, so I'm going to step to balance. My outside leg will come to knee flexion. My front ribs will reach for that band that's behind me so that my upper back stays engaged. I'll only lift the thigh as high as I can, neutralize my pelvis. So I'm not rounding my low back. I'm tipping the tailbone back. Okay, let's do it together. Stepping through space to a single leg balance, holding. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. And let's repeat. Again, traveling through space towards the wall onto a parallel leg, hold it up. I'm going to give you some checkpoints. Make sure you're not rolling in or out on the foot or all the weight isn't forward in the toes or heels. Is your torso completely upright? Is your belly in? Neutralize the pelvis somewhere between arching and rounding. Widen the collarbone. Bring the back ribs towards that band that's behind the shoulder blades. Okay, let's turn around and repeat on the second side. Stepping through space, find it, hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. And one more time. Traveling through space, find that knee flexion, find the front ribs reaching for the back ribs pressing into that band, the shoulders plugged down, the gaze higher than eye level, the belly firm, the neutral pelvis. Okay, let it all go. Grab your chair and we'll keep the yellow Theraband actually. We're going to do a chair hamstring stretch. So holding onto the wall for safety purposes, bringing the yellow band around the arch of the foot, using it as a little assistance. Bend your supporting knee. Arch your low back, pulling the abs in, hinging from the hips forward to stretch out that hamstring. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. And inhale 6. Exhale 6. From here, slowly taking that leg down. And we'll switch sides. Bringing the foot up on the chair. Tipping the tailbone back. Softly bending the supporting knee. Pulling the abdomen in. We'll hold it here. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Hang in there. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Slowly bringing that leg off the chair. And you can set the chair to the side as well as all the props. Coming back over to your wall. Roll those shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's bring our arm into a cactus position, twisting away from it. Dominant arm first. Just 3 breaths to release before we begin this squat and upper body work with a heavy band. Hold here. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Soft knees. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Neutral pelvis. Exhale 3. And slowly twist back to the wall, switching sides. So make sure you're leaning forward a little bit. Just want to release these muscles before we begin some strength work. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Picking up our black Theraband. Standing by the wall profile if you have poor balance. Standing facing me if not. So we're going to pull out on this black Theraband. And if you feel pain in the front of the shoulders when you do this, go back to the blue band in the YouniquelyFit kit. As we pull down, we'll sit back into a sumo squat without the torso going forward. So it looks more like a ballet second plie than it does, well, a sumo squat. Upper back needs to be upright. I don't want any lean forward. Pull the abs in, neutralize your pelvis. Shift from your right leg to your left leg, back to 2, and stand up tall. That's all it is. When you stand up, please do not lock the knees out. You can slacken in on the band. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back. You shift right and left. You come center. You stand and the band slackens. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sitting back. Shift right and left. Come center. Inhale, stand. Exhale, sit back. Shift right and left. Dorsiflexing the foot as you lift it up center. Inhale, ground as you come up. Don't lock the knees out. Slacken in on the band. Keep going like that for another 30 seconds. So still just going right and then left, because on our second set, we will switch it to left and right. But for now, keep it right and left. And you don't have to lift the thigh high. It's more about, can you lift your abs so much that your pelvis doesn't tuck under when you lift the leg? Can you keep your gaze up a little higher than eye level? Can you remember the upper back's engagement? The back ribs reaching for imaginary hands on the shoulder blades. Shoulders plugged down. Okay, let's let that go. And we're going to grab our black, we'll keep the black Theraband and come over to the wall, wrapping from the ends of it. Now, most likely, this could be too heavy. However, it depends on your body and strength. Most people will want to switch back to the blue band for this, but let's, give it a go. Wall imprint diamond, wrapping from the ends of the band around the knuckles with the thumb on the outside, imprinting your upper back, mid back, tailbone, head, forearms, wrists, back of the shoulders, fighting for that imprint, breathing into that imprint. It's just another chance to open the front body and strengthen the back body. Now, slowly on a 6 count, we inhale to prepare. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slowly with our dominant arm, we pull down into our chicken wing position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, we lift it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this is too heavy, go ahead and switch to the blue band. If not, you can continue taking it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lifting it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have another 20 seconds here. If you're finding the band to be too much, you can just hold the imprint. That's another variation that will activate the back as well, but not pull on the front of the shoulder. But I'd encourage you to find the resistance that you can do and still feel the back engaging. This mimics a lat pull down, counting you down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking that black band if that's what you were using for your sumo squats for the second set. If you went down to the blue, grab the blue. Coming into our wide second position with subtle external rotation, turning out from the hips. We inhale, feeling the pelvis ground down. Exhale, inner thighs pull us back. We shift from our left leg to our right leg, back to center. We stand up, slackening in on the band without locking the knees. Again, exhale, we sit back, pulling out, shifting left and right, back to center and up. Keep that going. Give me 4 more sets. Exhale, sit back, shift left, right, center. Inhale, stand up. Don't lock the knees at the top. 3 more sets. Using your breath, I'm going to remind you of those checkpoints. If you're feeling knee pain, you could be leaning forward. You could be rolling in or out on the feet. Make sure that the feet are equally working, both the inner and outer edge, heel, and metatarsals. Don't overturn out. There's no need to turn out so much from the hips that the knees track inward, or they're not tracking right over your second and third metatarsals, which is the ideal tracking for this exercise. Good. You should be nearing the finish line. I want you to finish up your last set, and we'll set that black Theraband to the side and pick up our purple loop band. Bringing the purple loop band around our ankles like so. Looks like this. I don't have flat back or Parkinson's, so I'm not going to keep this on, but take a look at it. Purple loop band. Please keep it on. If you find it to be too much and you're not ready for this progression, go back down to the blue loop band. Take your hands behind your head. Face me at 12 o'clock. We're going to turn onto one leg, coming to 3 o'clock, bringing the outside leg into side knee flexion. So not forward, but to the side like a detached tree pose, flexing the toes. Only lift the thigh as high as you can keep a neutral pelvis. Let's do it together. Quarter turn, 3 breath hold. If you can't hold the leg up, you can tap the toe down, lifting the thigh up and down on the breath. I'll show you that variation on this first set. So either hold it still or do the variation I'm doing. Quarter turn, find it, and I tap down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift up. Let's repeat again on this side. Quarter turn to balance, find it. This time I'll isometrically hold. You can lower and lift if you liked that variation. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3, turning back to 12 o'clock. Now we're moving to 9 o'clock. Quarter turn, find it. Hold, side knee flexion, dorsiflexed foot. Don't overlift the thigh. Neutral pelvis. Gaze up. Imaginary hands on the shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards those hands. Plug the shoulders down. Firm the belly. Okay, final set. Start at 12. Quarter turn onto one foot. This is for injury prevention. Find it. Hold. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. And we can set that purple band that's around your ankles, or blue band if you switch to the side. Turn and face your wall, bringing your dominant arm into a high V. Twisting away from it. Stepping the same leg as that arm, same side of the body, back for a calf stretch. So coming into a nice reverse lunge, deeply bending the front knee, pulling the core in, not dropping the torso forward, but keeping it upright. So make sure that the back foot isn't turning out and the whole foot isn't grounded, that the back heel is popped up so that you're getting into the calf complex. Driving the pelvis forward, deepening the bend in the front knee without leaning forward. Neutral pelvis, abs firm, gaze higher than eye level. The torso twists away from the wall, but the pelvis stays square to the wall that's in front of it. You're standing profile to me. So there's rotation from the rib cage, but the pelvis is driving forward. Abs are in. Calf is stretching. Give me 2 more full inhales and exhales here. And then I'd like you to turn around and I'll have you repeat this stretch on your other side. All right, go ahead and turn around slowly. Find your wall V without locking out in the elbow. And as you walk the leg back, same side of the body, that inside leg, just be careful of the arm. Don't pull on it. Don't jerk on it. Just go slow. And then remember the rotation of the torso is from the rib cage, not from the pelvis. The pelvis is square to the wall in front of you. Your profile to me, your lower body is isometrically held. The front knee is deeply bending. The back heel's off because you're stretching out those posturally tight calves that need a full minute. Using the breath to go deeper into the posture. Hang in there. Keep lifting in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee, fogging a mirror with each exhale. One more breath here. Slowly turning around to face the wall. Great job. Let's grab our black Theraband. We're going to tie it 1/4 of the way into our roller. So I'm going to give you a second to do that. It's going to look like this, tying it 1/4 of the way into the roller. And then we'll bring our chair and our foam roller close to the wall. The foam roller goes against the wall. And whatever side the band is on, the chair will be on the other side slightly in front because you're going to come into a reverse lunge. It looks like this. I've wrapped the knuckles of the hand of the back leg around the knuckles with the thumb on the outside so that I can bring my arm up. My back heel is pinning the roller. My front leg, the knee is bent. I'm in a reverse lunge. Torso isn't pitching forward on a diagonal. It's completely upright. The chair is to the side of my front leg just in case I need to put that hand on it for stability. From here, staying low in the legs in my lunge to recruit the knee, to recruit the quadriceps. I was just thinking about the knees. Just make sure that you're not leaning forward because that's going to put pressure on the knees. So we're recruiting the front of the thigh, not putting pressure on the joint of the knee. So if we lean back a little bit, neutralize the pelvis and pull the core in, the knees will be safe. Slow punches of the arms, 4, 2, 3, 4, bringing it back, 2, 3, 4. And if this is too hard and you're feeling the front of the shoulder paining, you can take it back to the blue band tied to the roller. Pause me and adjust as needed, but everybody keep going if the black band is working. If the roller is popping up behind you, it means you're not sending energy through that back leg. That heel isn't pinning the roller. And that's going to mean the front leg is getting all the pressure, and that could be why you're feeling knee discomfort. So make sure you're pushing through the back leg, using those strong hamstrings and calves, grounding yourself, pulling the low abs in, and keep breathing here. Just another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's set up on the second side. Taking your time to set up. Now that you know the exercise, you have to flip the band, you have to you have to flip the roller, wrapping it around the knuckles, thumb on the outside, turning the chair to the other side just for safety purposes. Plugging the shoulders down, pulling the belly in towards the spine, keeping that torso from pitching forward. We don't want that forward lean. Keep breathing here. Inhale and exhale. So we inhale, we punch. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bending the elbows. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, punch. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bend. 2, 3, 4. Keep that going. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Stay low. Use those abs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. From here, go ahead and set the props to the side and pick up your 3 and 5 pound weight, and also bring your orange loop band around your ankles. So with the orange loop band around the ankles, I would like you to begin marching slowly forward and back. Do this by a wall for safety purposes, and you're going to keep the 8 pounds, all the weight, in your non-dominant arm. Okay, now if this is too much on the shoulders, you can go back to level 4's variation, which is the 5-pound weight in your non-dominant hand and the 3-pound in your dominant hand. Okay, so we're just trying to challenge the balance, the internal obliques, the back of the non-dominant shoulder, and the orange loop band around the ankles. I'm not going to keep it there because I do not have your posture, but please keep it there. That's great for your quads and hip flexors. Remember to only lift the thigh as high as you can maintain neutral pelvis, somewhere between arching and rounding. Game of freeze goes like this. You start marching, I yell freeze, you find your perfect marching position. So even if the foot's down, bring whatever foot's closer to lifting up and find knee flexion, neutral pelvis, chin lifted, arms swinging isometrically held. So that's what we're doing. Okay. So remember, we're traveling forward and we're traveling back. Okay. So get going. Go at a nice slow tempo and freeze. Hold. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Begin again. Walking forward, marching forward, and marching backwards. Marching forward. Freeze. Hold. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Find that good position. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Now I want you traveling backwards if you haven't been for this. Freeze. Hold. Inhale 1. Breathe. Hang in there. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2, dorsiflex the foot. Inhale 3, pull the abs in, neutralize the pelvis. Exhale 3, traveling backwards. Travel backwards. And freeze. Hold. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. From here, let's go ahead. And we're going to come back over for a second set of lunges using our roller, black Theraband, and our chair. Setting up on the first side. And once you're ready, here we go. Inhale, punch. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bend the elbow. Inhale, punch. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, bend. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And inhale. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. Go ahead and flip that roller around. Move the chair to the other side. Wrap around the knuckles. Thumb on the outside. Pin the roller with the back heel. Step forward with the front leg. Use the chair if you need to. Inhale. Feel your pelvis grounding down. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back into that reverse lunge. And here we go. We punch. 2, 3, 4. We bring it in. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, we punch. 2, 3, 4. We bring it in. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Shoulders plug down. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Belly firm. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Setting those props to the side. Grabbing a bolster, block, or book if your chair is not appropriate for your height and you need to put it under your front foot or under your pelvis when you're in a supported chair, so as lunge position, like so. So if the thigh is above the bony protrusion of your hip, you need to elevate the pelvis. If the foot is dangling, you need to put something under it so that it's grounded. Let's bring our outside arm up, plugging the shoulder down. Inhale. And exhale, side bending towards the chair to intensify the stretch and open up that side body. Take your hand to the shoulder and circle the elbow back for 10. Breathing 9 and 8, 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Full arm circles with a little bend in the elbow, taking it back for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly turning around using that bolster or book, book and bolster. Use one of those to set up and begin with lateral flexion, side bending towards the chair. Hold, inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thighs pulled back. Take the hand to the shoulder, circle it back for 10. And 9. Pull the abs in. 8. Stay grounded. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Center your torso. Ground your pelvis down. Inhale. Full arm circles. Take it up. Counting you down. And 4. And 3. Keep your focus up. And 2. And last one, 1. Grab your anti-burst ball, place it between your inner thighs, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, feel your pelvis ground down. Exhale, feel your inner thighs pull back to the wall behind you. Hands to the belly, 3 diaphragmatic breaths before we close our practice, pushing the belly out on the inhale, letting it fall in on the exhale. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final set, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job.